Hi, this is Ryan, and I wanted to share something with you. It's important. It has to do with psychology, in a sense, the way people think, because how we think, it affects our body. It affects our clothing choices. It affects the way that our face ages. It affects the way that our face ages. See, here's the thing. So, you see a kid in his youth or in high school, right? And, for instance, one sign that someone is losing their youth and that natural intelligence, like high school is an appropriate idea because, see, most kids that graduate high school are, I think 17 or 18. And, they age because they make choices, they're doing living and things. Well, God said, there's, relatively, there's 4 signs of a person losing themselves related to their youth. So all youth changes, it grows into an adult, but not all adults that have aged from their youth lose a lot of their childlike attributes. And God said, when I had this idea before I recorded this video. I wanted to record it because I thought it was real important to share. So, weight gain is one sign of someone losing their youth. I mean, being overweight, you're changing. You shouldn't be that heavy. Like you graduated high school, right? You're 18 and now you're 36 and maybe you gained 100 or 125 pounds. Well, you lost a lot of that childlike attribute in that weight gain. That was just an example. So weight gains have a lot to do with the child or teenager, but they're still kind of a child. I mean, they're not 25 or 17 or 18. I mean, we'll call it teenager. It's still their youth. Because they're real young. Not even close to middle age. Weight gain has a lot to do with the child losing its youthfulness and childlikeness. Children, like high school graduates, don't have many tattoos. They start living in the world a little bit and say, I think I'll get a few, and then they get more and more and more and more, and they just cover their bodies in tattoos. That's another sign of the loss of the youthfulness and the childlikeness that was originally born in the child. The youth. Then, another sign is, the third sign is when you start wearing darker colors of clothing. See, clothing has to do with the way people think emotionally. And the only people I knew growing up when I was going to school that wore a lot of black, middle school, junior high, high school, there's gothics. They call them gothics. They like heavy metal groups like Marilyn Manson, Slipknot, just darker music selections and genres for listening, and they always wore a lot of black, but most people don't. That's a particular crowd, and most of those guys are violent, they're angry, they've been abused at home, they're angry and violent for a reason, they're secluded from social activities because they don't feel understood, and a bunch of other things, but most kids and youths in high school don't like wearing a lot of dark clothing. So as you age and grow into an adult and people start wanting to wear darker clothing selections, they're losing a lot of their childlikeness, their youth. And the last sign of a child losing its youth, see, I'm 31 years old. Me, Ryan Michael Poe. I'm 31 years old. Okay? 31. I was born July 19th, 1988. The fourth sign of somebody losing their youth and childlikeness is their face. Your face, any human out there, ages in relation. It grows and ages in different forms and wrinkles or lack of wrinkles or bags under the eyes, all the different fixtures and stereotypes the face can have, or the fixtures and, all the ways the face can age. Well, The fourth sign that you're losing your childlikeness or youthfulness is your face. How much it changed from your youth. And your face only ages while you're growing as a human. It only ages and looks in relation to how your brain, your mind, has processed the living and thinking you've been doing while operating that body. It applies to everyone. The face ages in relation to the way the brain has processed reality and thinking. So, those are the four signs of somebody losing their youth and childlikeness. And it's pretty clear. I mean, that covers 96% of it. That's what I feel, you know. That's a lot of it. Covers a lot of it. So, anyways, if you're interested, I hope you found something. And what I was saying is truthful, because I've got a good mind, a good philosophical region of IQ points, and I'm smart and I'm upper intelligence. It made sense to me, and God shared that with me actually before I shared it with you. But see, God can share something with anybody, but people have to believe what they're hearing. And see, when God or His angels were telling me these things, I said, it makes sense. So I wanted to share it with you on this video. Alright, take care.